With the recent launch of supply drops in Modern Warfare Remastered and my own curiosity, I set out to determine which supply drop is worth your hard-earned depot credits. Today we're going to be determining which supply drop is better in Modern Warfare Remastered, common or rare. For this video I collected data of over 600 items from supply drops and found that the results weren't exactly what I thought they would be. I'm Cameron Segura and welcome to Breakdown. Welcome to Breakdown, the show where we reveal the hidden information in your favorite video games so you click away more informed. In this episode, we're going to determine which supply drop is better in Modern Warfare Remastered, better granting the player with more of the desired items. To find the information for this study, I conducted data from supply drop openings from multiple YouTubers including NoahJ456, Scumpy, and Incredilag. I recorded a total of 129 rare supply drops collected randomly from these YouTubers' openings. For the common supply drop data, I couldn't find many openings online, so I made over 15 new Xbox Live accounts and took advantage of the free 50 depot credits provided to new accounts to record information, and recorded a total of 94 common supply drops. While these are admittedly small sample sizes, I feel they're large enough to give an accurate representation of the drop rates of items in supply drops. However, do take this information with a grain of salt, as these drop rates aren't guaranteed to be what you get. They're simply a good idea of the larger picture. So for the rare supply drops, as stated earlier, I recorded 129 supply drop, which equals out to 387 total items and costing 3,780 keys. I found that 21% were common, 22% were rare, 26% were legendary, and 30% were epic items. This was pretty surprising to me because I didn't think that the most frequent item would be the epics, and you can notice a pattern throughout all the rarities. The better the rarity, the more frequent that rarity was received, which was pretty interesting. And looking at the percentages, around 30% of your items will be epics, meaning theoretically you will receive an epic in almost every rare supply drop you open. I also noticed that out of these 118 epics, 6 of them were the melee weapon Brawler's Brew, meaning there is around a 4.65% chance that you will receive a melee weapon in a supply drop, so it's estimated you would receive a melee weapon in about every 22 rare supply drops you open. But again, these are just the probabilities and they're not guaranteed. Compared to Black Ops 3's rare supply drops, the supply drops in Modern Warfare Remastered seem to be pretty fair. It definitely seems to have more frequent drop rates for the higher rarity items, and I honestly was pretty impressed. Moving on to the common supply drops, I recorded 94 drops equaling out to 282 items and costing 940 keys. Out of the drops, 47% were common, 33% were rare, 18% were legendary, and only 1.77% were epic. While initially this seems pretty bad, it's important to note that these supply drops only cost a third of the price of rare drops, so you can purchase 3 times as many. And another thing to note is that I did not see any occurrence of a melee weapon dropping. However, this is a pretty limited sample size, so I wouldn't be surprised if people have gotten melee weapons out of the common drops before. So how do the common and rare drops compare? Well, to find out, I set up a scenario in which 1,000 keys were spent on each supply drop, and here are the results. For the rare, you would receive 21 common items, 22 rare, 26 legendary, and 30 epics, with 1 to 2 melee weapons. For the common, you would receive a whopping 140 common items, 99 rares, 55 legendaries, and only 5 epics. So, in conclusion, not factoring in bonus parts, the best supply drop depends on what you are looking for. If you're looking to earn epic items, rare supply drops are by far the way to go. Around 30% of the items you collect in these rare supply drops will be epic items, which is nearly incomparable to the epic drop rate in common supply drops. Out of the 1,000 keys, you'll earn around 30 epics in rare supply drops and only around 5 in commons. So while this does make rare supply drops appear to be far superior to the two, it's important to take into consideration the other item rarities. Common supply drops give, on average, over double the amount of legendaries. Out of our 1,000 keys, there were 55 legendaries from common and only 26 from rare. On top of that, there were over 4 times more rare items coming from the common supply drops, with 99 coming from our 1,000 keys and only 22 from the rare supply drops. And although they may not be so desirable, common supply drops granted around 7 times more common items than the rare supply drops, which makes sense. So when deciding between rare and common drops, if you're looking for epic items or melee weapons, rare supply drops are the way to go. However, if you aren't as concerned about epics and would like to collect more legendaries or rares and have more items overall, then common supply drops are definitely the way to go. I want to thank you all for watching, and be sure to give me ideas in the comments on what I should do for the next episode of Breakdown. Hopefully from watching this video you have a better understanding of supply drops in Modern Warfare Remastered, so if you do, be sure to leave a like. It really helps with spreading this video to other interested people, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see the next episode of Breakdown. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.